What's up, y'all? Thanks for stopping by the Surge T channel. I'm Surge T. Tonight I'll be doing my rundown and thoughts on AEW Rampage for the 22nd of October 2021. Better than last week. Better matches. But Rampage still suffers from a number of things, and I'll get into it as soon as, as while I'm underway with this video. Start off with the World Title Eliminator Tournament opening match. And it is Powerhouse Hobbs taking on Orange Cassidy. And Hobbs loses. Orange wins. And good, because fuck Team Taz. Because they suck in the ring as well as they do on commentary. Again, that right there, number one, is what they're suffering from. You know, you got four guys on commentary, and they don't add anything new. I listen to them and they're repeating the same old shit over and over again. Where is the insight from Chris Jericho? Where is the old Taz from like the SmackDown days, how he used to commentate? He looks like he doesn't know what he's saying. He's lost sometimes, and sometimes again, Ricky Starks always sounds like he's the one that kind of gets Taz out of a funk or whatever. You know what I mean? And Ricky Starks isn't the normal or the regular commentator per se. I mean, he's been on practically every week, but he's more of a wrestler. He's not. He wasn't hired to be a commentator, but then yet he's the one that you kind of get something out of him. You know, Excalibur can't continue to carry these three people. And I'm adding Jericho to that because this seems like he didn't add anything as well. Jericho usually is good at his commentary. What is he doing? And he's in the middle of a program with America's Top Team, and he's acting like he's a heel Jericho, talking the way he does and stuff like that. The one thing that he did say was that, he's talking about how it was during Pac's match with Andrade, and they were saying that, oh, it was a great match, and usually if you don't like your opponent, it's a better match because you're pushing yourself to beat your hated opponent. And then Jericho's like, oh, I can't wait to get you in the ring, Ricky, or Starks. And I'm like going, there you go. At least they acknowledge that, he's actually the face in this argument with Starks. Starks is the heel. Well, but that's the thing I always have. Always been my problem, and I brought it up. Anybody watches my videos, and they'll see and hear that I always have an issue and problem with Taz and Jericho when they're on commentary. They're out of character. They're not who they are when they're in the ring. Like, that's so asinine. I don't understand why they do that. But anyway, let's move on before I turn a video that should be about 10 minutes into a damn hour. Now, here comes Tony Giovanni with the first of 50 interviews. I'm like, damn it, man. Like, how about you not interview the entire roster, it seems? Like, last week, wasn't it? That he was interviewing almost everybody on the roster. And there was a lot of interview segments in Rampage last week. I'm thinking, how do you do that when you have only an hour to thing? But then, he has Penta along with what's his name? Alex Abrahantes, however you call his name. And then they're both attacked by FTR. And then Pac comes to his Death Triangle comrade, comes to his aid. And then apparently Ray Phoenix is injured. He took that, what do you call that? That spike pile driver. They lost their triple A, not triple A. You dumb fuck. Justin Roberts trying to fucking be cool and try to commentate or ring announce like they do in AAA. You're not in AAA, man. I mean, he said that AAA. What the fuck is AAA? We don't all speak Spanish, man. How about you keep it English? Just AAA. That's how we know about it. AAA. We don't go AAA. What the fuck is that? So if he were to say that, I'll be like this. What the hell is he talking about? I know he was talking about the AAA Tag Team Championship when he announced that match last week. Yeah. But if he had done it out of the blue, I would be like, what is he saying? You know, if you look at Justin Roberts, seriously, he looks like he's catatonic. Like, looks like he's doing a ventriloquist act. Because he'll commentate and his mouth is, his teeth are like this, and he's like this. And then he goes, coming to the ring, the World Heavyweight Champion. And he does that. Or like this, and he has his fucking, I'm like going, what are you doing? Are you trying to throw your voice? It's pretty soon. Are you gonna introduce a little ventriloquist dummy? There are times where he does that, and I'm looking at him like, what are you doing? Like you look like you're having a fit, or you're like losing your mind or something. What are you doing? But let's continue to move on. Anna Jay takes on the women's champ Dr. Britt Baker, DMD. And why does Rebel and or Reba or whatever her dumb name is and Jamie Hayter, why do they always come out after the pyro of Britt? It's just like, but Britt comes out and then she does her thing, spins around, and then they come out. Like, why don't you just come out with her? Like, you're not special. If anything, they should come out first, and then the champ comes out. Because the champ is a special. She's the special attraction. She's who we all come to see. What are they doing with Jamie Hayter? She came back and she hasn't done nothing. Are they going to do something with her, or she's just going to be another lackey for what do you call it? Because Rebel ain't nothing special. She's just going to be a lackey and a damn what do you call it, ballet or whatever. But Jamie Hayter still has something to show in the ring. She still has time that where we want to see her in the ring. It's like, what was the point of bringing her back or bringing her here and then she's not doing nothing? She's just the one that's just going to interfere on behalf of Dr. Britt. And then, Anna Jay's taking on Dr. Britt. And I love both of these ladies, but the match was slow-paced. And it really didn't pick it up. The pace didn't pick up. It just seems like they were just counting moves and counting numbers as they were wrestling. And I expect a lot more out of these two ladies. I mean, I don't understand what happened. I don't know why the match was how it was. And then in the end, a lockjaw by the champ. He taps out number 99 of the Dark Order, Anna Jay. And then we see Ty Conti come in because Anna Jay is locked into the lockjaw again. And Ty Conti comes in and runs the champ out of the ring. And then she gets her title and picks it up. And they're teasing a title shot, future title shot, maybe at, what do you call it? At thing. At what do you call it? Full Gear, yeah. Are they teasing that? I don't know what has Ty Conti done. Ty Conti is great in the ring. I'm not, don't fucking call me out or anything like that. Don't get all in the, don't get your lamb, what do you call it, in a tizzy or anything like that. I'm not saying she sucks. I'm just saying, she had her title shot some time ago, and then what has she done? She's just gonna run into the ring and beat on Dr. Britt for a bit. She rolls out of the ring and picks up her title, and that's gonna give her a title shot. I mean, do something. I mean, was she? You know what I'm saying? Come on, have her wrestle one of her Dr. Britt's lackeys, or have her wrestle Dr. Britt, and if she beats Dr. Britt, she gets a title shot. And then at least she'd earned it. I want to see her as champion. Sometime. She should have won the title back when she had her title shot. I believe it was against Dr. Britt. I believe. Right? Now, the TBS Women's Championship Tournament brackets, I still got an issue with the damn name. Just because it's on TBS doesn't mean you have to name it the TBS thing. Are they going to be on TBS for the rest of the damn what do you call it? What's going to happen? I guess they're going to change the title name if they lose their contract with TBS. It's like with TNT, but like I've said before in the past, TNT goes with Dynamite because TNT, Dynamite, it goes together, right? You should have come up with something clever for the TBS station. What is their logo? What is their slug line? What is the thing, right? And then maybe you could tie it in and use that as the name of the title. It's but they announced their championship tournament brackets. You got Anna Jay versus Jamie Hayter. You got the Bunny versus Red Velvet, Serena D versus Hikaru Shida, Penelope Ford versus Ruby Soho, And then the 4 women, I believe they're in the top 5. They get first round buys. You got Thunder Rosa. She'll be facing whoever. She'll be waiting on whoever the winner of the Anna Jay and Jamie Hayter match. And then Jade Cargill, she'll be waiting on the winner of the Bunny Red Velvet. Uh, Nyla Rose will wait on the Serena Deeb Hikaru Shida winner. And then Chris Statlander will wait on Penelope Ford or Ruby Soho. And the thing about it, though, is that I guess it's a thing to do because we see some burgeoning and blossoming type of, what do you call it, rivalries happening. And so they put them in the brackets, to face off. I guess that's a way to launch their feuds or whatever, their rivalries. But, you know. But what do I think? Anna Jay, Jamie Hayter. I would like to see Jamie Hayter go against Thunder Rosa. They'll match up good. And the Bunny versus Red Velvet, Red Velvet versus Jade Cargill, a rematch. About Nyla Rose versus, let her go against Hikaru Shida. Let Hikaru Shida get her 50th. I don't know if she got her 50th victory because I don't watch Dark or Elevation, so I don't know. Or is it Dark Elevation? Whatever that one is on the YouTube, that show. I don't know if she's gotten her 50th victory yet. I mean, are they going to count it on the main shows, or are they going to count it wherever she wrestles? I don't know. But I'd like to see Hikaru Shida versus Nyla Rose. It would be like it's not going to be. Yeah, Hikaru Shida versus Nyla Rose. It would be like a rematch with the title, when the title was on the line. The women's title. Hikaru Shida beat Nyla Rose, right? And then Penelope Ford and Ruby Soho. I'd like to see Ruby go against Chris Statlander. You got 2 baby faces, and that's going to be a very, very exciting type of a match. A match that, it's going to be a lot of offense. A lot of high energy in that match. I really want to see those two go at it. But, we'll see what happens with this title. And hopefully down the road, they'll change the name of the title, man. Because, I don't know, TBS Women's Championship, it doesn't have a ring to it. It doesn't sound like anything special. They only named it because of the thing. Because of their what do you call it? Their what do you call that fucking word where it's like their thing, their contract or their deal with TBS. Like I said, if they had a deal with Sci-Fi, they're gonna name it the Sci-Fi Championship. If they got a deal with, with I don't know, with Fox, you know what I mean? It's I don't get it. I don't understand why you would name your title after a station. You know what I mean? I think that's the first I've ever heard. There may have been something like that in the past, whatever whatever promotion it was, but I've never heard of that. Never have. So it's silly, if you ask me. But anyway, let's move on. And Tony takes over the interviewing for the main event. Thank God for that, because I'm tired of Mark Henry. Mark Henry's like a damn stiff. He's a stiff, monotone. What do you call it? He's like Shaq. You know how Shaq talks and how monotone it sounds like it's a bee buzzing in your ear when Shaq talks. And then Andrade thinks it's going to be an easy go of it, but his friends are banned from ringside. Well, everybody's banned from ringside. We saw what happened last time. And Pac will avenge his loss, and the Lucha Bros losing their AAA tag titles. And all I kept saying to myself is, "Shut the fuck up, Taz." Like, he was droning on and on and on about Andrade. He was saying a couple things. I mean, okay, and then he just kept going on. Like, he's trying to convince us how great Andrade is. Like, we know how great he is. I've been following him since when he went to NXT. And when he became NXT champion. And what he was doing also on the main roster, even though he was not used well. But he was doing things. And, but in the end, Pac rolls up Andrade. It was a very, very good match. No, I must say. I enjoyed it. These guys really are money when it comes to the wrestling. These guys really should always wrestle a lot, because these guys, like they're saying in the commentary, these guys could wrestle 100 matches straight and people will still be into the match. Yeah, I definitely would be. These guys are great. I enjoy both of them. I think both of them are great. They're talented. I enjoyed them when they were in WWE. They were they were like criminally underused in WWE. And then they're here now and they're doing their thing. They've been wrestling in AAA and wrestling in other promotions, and they're doing great. It was a great match. It's something that we definitely expected from these guys, and I'm glad that we got to see this match again. Now, after that happens, that he pins Andrade. The lights go out. I know what's gonna happen next. It comes back on. Everybody pops for it because it's Malachi Black. He sprays black mist at Pac, and then they go to town and they start beating on him. And then Cody shows up, and he's able to take out both Black and Andrade. Cody has a chair ready to waylay that chair on, you know, Malachi Black, and Malachi Black just scoots out the ring. And the reason why I'm like, oh, very interesting that Andrade and Malachi Black, they, what do you call it? That they, what's the word? That they kind of team up there because they had quite a rivalry in NXT. And if I remember correctly, the NXT Championship trade switched hands between the two. I think Andrade beat. I think it was Andrade beat Drew McIntyre, and then Andrade was defeated by Malachi Black. Well, then he's known as Aleister Black. But they had a great rivalry there, and here they have like a what do you call it? A partnership. We'll see about that. But Andrade did say that he has friends all over the place, and I guess their friendship kind of comes over from WWE, I guess. And also, congratulations to Malachi Black's wife, Zelina Vega, she became the first ever inaugural Queen's Crown winner. So I guess they are kind of treating her good in WWE, but let's see what happens with the whole thing of it even amounting to anything. Because just the King of the Ring, who was, what do you call it? It was Xavier Woods, never amounts to anything. And I don't know if the Queen's Crown is going to amount to anything either, but hopefully it leads to at least a title shots for the individuals. That's how it should be. That's how it should be with the King. That's how it was before. Before they fucked it up, and now they want to just put a crown on somebody and that's it. They're going to be king somebody before, while they have the title. But then they don't have a title shot. They just have the title of king, but they don't get a world title shot. That's what should happen. But I'm talking about WWE. I don't know why I'm talking about Rampage. Rampage was better than last week, but wasn't any good. They had a great match. Pac and Andrade. The women's match was not anything, because of the fact that it was just slow paced, and it didn't pick it up. It was just like these guys, like I said earlier, it's like the ladies were just counting numbers and counting steps. Do this, hold my hand, okay, hold me here, okay, push me off onto the ropes, okay, kick, okay, it's like, and then the opening round for the World Title Eliminator bout, and I'm glad Orange Cassidy won, because Powerhouse Hobbs doesn't deserve to advance. Like there's nothing there from him. But better than last week, but wasn't any good in my estimation. I'm just droning on, man, because I don't know. So far, it's NXT UK winning so far this week. I still got Raw to watch. I still got Dynamite to watch. I mean, not Raw, but SmackDown to watch, and I got Dynamite to watch. Tomorrow. SmackDown's already ready for me to watch, but I'm gonna watch that tomorrow. But anyway, that's my video. So, for those of you who stopped by, checked it out. Appreciate it. And in closing, as always, take care.